My sister did not know how to use a laptop, but she needs to learn this for her research. Thesis formatting. By the way, this is also for my friends who are in college. So the formatting is aligned for them. First, we need to create a new Word file. This is for a sample only, not a universal format. Then we had to change the font style following the format your institution provided. Here, I am using the Times New Roman, font size 12. By the way, this is the title page. Then make sure that your spacing is single and that too. Remove the add space before and after paragraph. Go to the layout, change the margin to bookbinding. Format. Choose custom margins and change the left margin to 1.5 inch since we are binding at the left side. Remember to follow what your institution says about the margin. Here I am just showing how to change it. Here, make sure that the orientation is in portrait. Size is either letter or A4. Depends on what you should use. Now I am typing the title. Since this is a scientific name, I am changing the font into italic, just the name only, then go back to normal. Then you need to center the paragraph, highlight all text, and click this letter B to make the text bold. Make sure that the placement of your title is in an inverted triangle. As you can see here, the title is already in an inverted triangle, but when I change the format to bold, it doesn't stay that way. So I click enter on a word so that it will go under the first line. Make sure that the paragraph spacing is single and that there are no space before and after it. Here, I am inserting 17 single spaces so that the name of the researcher is in the middle. Then another 14 spaces for the following. In some institution, these are placed above, but now I am going to place it below. As you can see here, this is also in an inverted triangle. Another 3 single spaces for the course and major, and another for the month and year it was conducted, and or when the paper is subjected for checking. In here, I was checking if the spacing is correct. This is what it looks like for a single author. Now, this is when there are 3 to 5 authors. Always in an inverted triangle. Now, I am inserting a page break. Go to Insert Ribbon and click Page Break. As you can see, it was still in Section 1. Follow my cursor, shown here at the bottom left. To insert another section for Page Break, go to Layout. Then click Breaks and Next Page. As you can see, the section became Section 2. I am designating this page for Acknowledgement or Acceptance Sheet. Here, I double-clicked on the top page to open the header. Make sure that you remove link to previous. As you can see here, whatever I type on the header for Section 2, it doesn't affect the first one. Here's what it looks like on Google Docs. This is how you name the file. As you can see here, there is no margin in Format ribbon. Now, go to File and click Page Setup. Make sure that you follow what your paper should. I am sticking to letter paper size. Again, for book binding, for instance, the left side, the page should be 1.5 inches. As you can see here, the margin was placed in here. I am showing you what it looks like before and after. To put the insertion point at the center, you need to click at the 3 dots here and choose this. Now I am copying the title I just put on the word file. Highlight the text to make it bold by again clicking the B symbol. Here's how to make the typeface of the scientific name in italic. Here, the title is already in an inverted triangle, but I am going to copy on what's on the word file. Make sure that the paragraph spacing is in single space, and that there are no added before and after space. In default, when you added a space, the spacing changes. So make sure that you correct that. I am inserting 17 single spaces here to make the name of the author in the center. I am also inserting 14 single spaces for the next info. Again, just follow the format of your institution. I am just setting an example here. Make sure that all is in single space. To do so, highlight everything by manually clicking and dragging the cursor, or you can long press Ctrl+A in your keyboard. Then click Add Space before and after the paragraph, as shown here, and remove them. I also copied the course and date. Here, I am making sure that there are no added space, and that all are in single spacing. Also, the spaces in between are 3 single spaces. To insert section page break, go to Insert Ribbon and put your cursor in the break option and choose Section. To see if the sections are separated, click on the top page. Now, you had access to header where you can find it. Now you can unlink from previous page. Check if there are changes in the previous page. That is all for now. Thank you.